Hello, Peyton. I know you said hi. There. Yeah, you say you can't wait. Well, here we are. So, darn it. That got all messed up. There. Okay. Now, it won't play like that anymore. We have to watch the chat on Don's phone here. So how is everybody? It's hot in here right now. I don't know if you guys can hear the ceiling fan or not, but it's right above us. Don decided to burn all the garbage in the wood stove, and now it's a furnace in here.
Yep, burning all the papers. We still got that full, so
Yeah.
we need to make room for more paper to go in that make firewood later on down the road.
Basically like a burning barrel inside your house.
It keeps the paper from going to the dump.
Yep. But yep, last week we tried to go live and we couldn't because Frontier was broken. And last week the technician from Frontier showed up and fixed it and said it was somebody unhooked our line like 3 or 4 roads away and he had to hook it back up. So that was weird.
Yeah, he said somehow got unhooked somehow.
Yep.
So.
Oh well, he's trying to blame PIE and G and the people installing fiber. That's wrong though.
Right.
There's no reason for the people installing fiber to be messing with Frontier's rotten old phone lines. So that was inappropriate.
Right. Well, according to him, it got unhooked somehow. According to him.
Yeah, but you told me that he took you outside and said that he thought it was the Prescott electric and gas people.
That's what he thought, but.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
But hello, Gordon. Yep, how are you doing? And hello, Peyton. But yeah, like I said, last week we couldn't go live, but now it's fixed, so here we are again. But if you missed it, we did go live on the 3rd from Walmart. It was a shopping live stream. It's still up. I won't delete it, so if you missed it, you can go back and watch it. It's the first time I tried that, and everybody who was there said they liked it and that we should keep doing it, so we'll do it more often. Yeah. So today there's freezing rain, and now that it turned dark, it's really frozen, so the roads are slippery out there. But we don't have to go anywhere.
Nope. Sure don't.
Nope.
Home for the day.
For the night.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people are going to show up to this live stream, because earlier today I found out that right now at 9 o'clock at the same time as our live stream is the State of the Union address. So I'm sure a lot of people would rather watch that than this. We're not political people. We're going to hear all over the news about what he said, so we're not worried about it. But I'm sure there's lots of people who would normally be here who are watching that garbage instead. But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's up to them.
That's right.
White Storm. Come on. Come on. You come up here any other time. Come on. It's okay. Come on.
It is it.
It's White Storm.
Whitey.
There you go. Stay right here and they can see you.
I don't want to knock over the water onto the laptop.
Where are you going? Come here. Gotta make sure they can see you. If you're too close to the camera, they can't see you. And I hear Buddy running around. Because the little bell on his collar sounds like a little baby rattle.
Well, he's sitting here at my feet.
Gordon says, still trying to look up the history on a fire on Elms Road in Onaway, Michigan before 1962, my grandmother's farmhouse. Okay, go on Facebook, look up the group that is called Onaway, By the Way, something like that. By the Way, On the Way to Onaway, or it's called something like that. And that is where you ask questions like that because they know all about it there. So go join that group and ask that question there. And somebody will be able to tell you exactly what you need to know. And Peyton wants to know how Colby's doing.
She's doing, oh, there she is.
Yeah.
She's doing good.
Go
Staring
get
at me.
Yeah, grab her. Come here, Colby. She is big. She's definitely getting to be big now.
Yeah. And she's already been taken in and...
Yeah, she got
Spayed.
spayed. Come here. Come here. Yep.
Yeah, she's doing good.
All the cats are doing good.
And they've been liking it the last couple of days because they've been getting some wet cat food too.
Yeah, we added wet cat food into their diet, so nobody gets any UTIs. Gordon says there was 13 people by pre-order. Well, like I said, we don't know that stuff, so go join that Facebook group and ask, make a post and ask all that right there. There's going to be people there who have the answers, so ask them. People ask questions like that on there all the time, and people always answer them. No matter how impossible they seem to answer, there's always somebody on there who knows.
Yeah.
White Storm. He's trying to use his claws again. But, yep, otherwise it's just been an uneventful winter so far.
Yeah. Not a whole lot going on, that's for sure.
Yeah. I do have a normal video to start uploading after the live stream is over, so that will be up tomorrow.
Yeah, I noticed that today when I went out, that people are starting to get ice gangs up in Tower Pond.
Yeah. And then Jody says, hey guys, I hope you're having a great night. And we are.
Yeah, we are.
And then Gordon says, thanks for the answer about Facebook. Yeah, it's not hard to find.
Yeah.
Just start typing in the word Onaway and it's gonna pop up.
But yeah, it's a Facebook group about Onaway and stuff. So.
A face group?
Facebook group. Facebook group.
Yeah, and it's got all kinds of old photos from way back, as far back as the 1800s that you can look at. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Where are you going? And here's Buddy. He definitely doesn't look like a kitten anymore. Come here. He's 2 months younger than Colby, but he's way bigger than she is. Come here. You're too far away. Come on. Come there. Now they can see you. As far as I know. He's watching the ceiling fan. Aw. Yep, lots of good happy kitties.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And there hasn't been a whole lot going on around here besides just sitting around here and holding the fort down.
Yeah, because We don't ski, we don't snowmobile, we don't do any of that stuff. So in the winter, we're always just home.
Yeah.
All the cool things around here closed for the winter.
All right.
So there's not much to do.
No, never is.
Buddy. he keeps looking at the up at the ceiling fan. I don't know if he knows what's going on. Because we haven't had this fan on in quite a while.
He's probably wondering where the breeze is coming from.
Belfry Bats, if you were a super rich person and wanted to go to a fancy restaurant near Onaway, where would you go? That would have to be the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island.
Yeah.
That's not that far from here, and it's the most expensive place I can possibly think of.
Yeah, just to get in through the front door, you gotta pay just to get through the front door.
Yeah, $10 just to walk through the door.
Yeah, you gotta pay $10 just to get through the front
And
door.
then it's like $1,000 per person a night to get a room.
I'm not sure how much they charge a night for a room, but
I just said.
I said I don't know.
Well, I just said because I used to work on Mackinac Island, and I know I have their Facebook liked and stuff. Their prices come up.
Do they?
Yes.
Well, I know that I've always stayed away from there because I know
It's too expensive. But yeah, you can't even go eat dinner at the Grand Hotel unless you're wearing a suit and tie or a dress. So it's ridiculous. Gordon says, thanks, need that news, be it the family history, found out the Amish taking over part of Millersburg. No, they're not taking it over. Yes, there's an Amish family moved there, but they're not taking over Millersburg or even part of Millersburg. It's not a bad thing. You're making it sound like the Amish are bad and they're coming to take it over. Oh my God, oh no. No, actually, it's a benefit because they sell fruit. They have a big fruit stand now. You drive up, you come off the Millersburg Y, go down a little, and then you drive up a little kind of a long driveway, and they sell all their fresh fruits and vegetables. So it's actually a benefit. But no, they're not taking over anything. They're all trying to figure out don't try to stand on it. White Storm. Trying to figure out the camera on the tripod.
Hey,
Gordon says,
quit rubbing
on
me.
Walker Highway by the fire station. Well, if they own the property, it's their property. They didn't take over anything. You're making it sound like the Amish are bad people. That they're just coming and taking over and wrecking everything. That's no, wrong.
Here, come on.
And if there's somebody who's been calling you and talking bad about the Amish, that doesn't make sense either. They're nice people. They don't do anything wrong. Peyton says, love White Storm. He's my favorite. Yeah, he's a good cat. And just to let you know, White Storm is one word. Like this. It comes from a book, a bunch of books, called Warriors by Aaron Hunter. And that's the cat's names. And every name is all one word. A lot of people like to spell it out as two words. They think I'm spelling it wrong, but no. Go to the library and look for the Warriors books by Aaron Hunter and open up the first one, the first book. He's in there. And you'll see that I know what I'm talking about.
Excuse the burp I just passed. You lucky didn't come up my bum.
That doesn't match.
Yeah, come up my
It
bum.
doesn't
It's gonna
rhyme.
stink.
It doesn't rhyme.
All right, my ass.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go.
Fire burp to taste it and fart to waste it. It's like having dinner all over again.
That's gross.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for the week?
I don't
Besides
have
farting, you know.
any. I don't have any. Oh, it's going over there attacking the plant. Oh, there it goes. No, I don't have any plans for the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ice storm was over there chewing on the plant.
Well, don't let him.
That's just the
A
vine
spider
part with
plant.
yeah, it's just the vine part with the, or not the vine, but like, one of the shoots with a bunch of babies on it.
Oh, Gordon says, Don how has the repair turned out on your car that you had to weld? Well, you haven't done that
I
yet.
haven't done that yet. Everything else is fixed. It's just gotta still do some welding on the exhaust. I never done it yet, just because of all the snow on the ground and stuff, and I don't feel like rolling around in it.
Yeah.
But as soon as I get that fixed, I know the vehicle's gonna be 100% fixed.
Yep.
But yeah, I changed out a bunch of parts on it and stuff, so.
Yeah. The car's fine. It just needs to get quieter.
Yeah. Well, passed state cop yesterday and today, and they didn't even take a look at me. So that one day that pulled you over about it, I think he was just, I don't know, having an off day or something.
I don't know.
Or just looking for something to do,
Yeah. How come you keep rubbing the table?
getting some stuff off it. I'll rub on you. How's that?
No.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not a lot has been happening because, well, it's winter. And it's dark in here all the time because we have to keep the windows covered up because it's cold. And it gets dark early, so it feels like to me like it's just dark all the time.
Because it is winter time.
Yeah. I like summer.
Well, the days are starting to get longer, so
Yeah.
days are starting to get longer. Can't complain about that part.
No. Otherwise, I don't know.
Hey, buddy, get out of there.
Don't tip the tripod over. Come here. Come here. Come up here. Kitties.
What is Smokey?
Kitties.
Well, they're all standing here looking at me like they're expecting me to give them a treat.
Yeah, well. We'll get them to come on the table.
I don't know about that. Yeah, there you go.
Kitties.
I don't think they're going to come up here that easy.
If they know that that's where we put their treats, they will.
Yeah, well,
There you go. Come get them.
they ain't going to come get them.
Sure they will.
They'll look at you like you're crazy.
Come on. They're running around all confused.
Yeah, because they want to know where their kitty dope is.
Come
They want
on.
to know where their edibles are.
Come on. Come on.
Catnip treats, come on now.
Look. They're right there. Look. Come here, Kobe. There you go. Everybody else is just sitting down there looking. But they had treats earlier, so if they don't all figure it out, that's okay. Come on. Come on, White Storm, they're right there. Hurry up. There you go.
Smokey, he's always been kind of the kind of cat that likes to be off on the side a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't see him really coming up here.
It's alright. And Spotted Leaf never comes up and eats with the rest of them. So, but like I said, about what, an hour and a half ago or so, I gave him treats. So everybody's already had some treats, and they get their dinner before bed.
Yeah, they're wet cat food.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm surprised he's trying to come up for any.
Oh, it's too late, Smokey. They all ate him. You waited too long.
Smokey looking up here with his big round eyes like this is BS. Where's mine?
Yeah. Well, you had some earlier and you didn't come up here. But Gordon is saying that you should put rust repair on that old Impala.
Rust repair?
Isn't that brown stuff? Make it look like somebody spray painted it with brown spray paint.
And it's stuff that once you spray on the rust, it hardens it.
Yeah, but it isn't it all brown and ugly. The
not
neighbor
sure
was
what
putting it
color
on his cars all the time, and it looked like he spray painted all over
I
his
think
cars.
I think he was just spraying
Brown paint.
just brown paint or like primer over it and stuff.
Well, that's not going to stop rust.
Well, yeah, there's stuff you can spray on rust and it'll like hardens it and stuff. Never thought about it with that Impala. It's just one cheap beater.
Yeah.
I only paid what, $400 for that thing?
Yeah. $400 for it and the extra Impala as a parts car.
Yeah.
So.
And we've already drove this car for what, like a year and a half before we practiced the first time.
Couple years.
Couple years, yeah.
Yeah.
And we only paid
Because it
$400
was
for it.
January 4th, 2020. We had to get that Impala because January 3rd, 2020, your Dodge Stratus broke down on the side of the road.
Yep. And that's when I said I had it with that Dodge. Dodges are fucking garbage. Stay away from them.
So it's been 3 years that we've had that Impala.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, we don't need to get into some big car debate here, but those kind of people who go, Ford, no Chevy, no Ford, Dodge, Ford sucks, Chevy sucks, Dodge sucks, blah, blah. We don't need to be those kind of people.
Oh, every Dodge I touch, they end up in the boneyard eventually. And usually, most of the Dodges I ever drive, the transmission usually go out of them.
Yeah. Gordon says you got your money out of that Impala.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Because we drove it for a couple of years, usually a couple of years now.
Yeah. I mean, we put away for a while to drive that Trailblazer, but that Trailblazer's not good.
No, paid way more money for it, and it's way more of a piece of shit than the $400 beater is.
Yeah.
Pretty sad you buy a $400 beater and it runs way better than something that's supposed to be better. But,
Nope.
Nope. But I've always had the cheap beaters seem to last better for me with certain ones than others.
Yeah.
I've had that kind of luck with beaters before. I remember I had one beater where you were afraid to put your feet down on the floorboard. You were afraid you were going to be pulling the Fred Flintstones.
Yeah. You said no floorboard?
Well, no, you could look down at the floorboard and see the pavement passing underneath of you.
Yeah, that's not something you want to drive around.
Yeah, well.
Didn't you say you dropped stuff and just lost it because
Yeah.
it fell in the road and that was the end
Yep.
of it?
Mm-hmm. That was my transportation. That's how I got around.
Gordon says there are some nuts for old school vehicles now watching. LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably did us okay for what we paid for it, so.
Yep.
Driving gets run better than that Trailblazer did. Cats are being crazy.
Yeah, White Storm and Smokey are wrestling around. Sibling rivalry. And they are literally brothers. Same mother. Two different litters, but same mother. Even though they don't look anything alike. Never had any other colored kittens.
No.
So there must be a Siamese coat gene in there somewhere.
Hard to say.
Because he's not a purebred Siamese cat, but he has the coloring.
Yeah, he has all the markings of it.
Just like Smokey is not a blue Russian, but he's colored like one. They're just American Shorthairs, regular old American Shorthairs.
Yeah, just your average run-of-the-mill household cat.
Yep. So.
Yeah. Not a whole lot going on today.
Nope. We already had dinner and everything, which that's covered in the video. That's going to go up tomorrow. Peyton says, what year is your Impala? Isn't it 2002?
No, 2, I think.
Yeah, 2002.
I think our park one is an 03.
Yeah, they're both old. Old.
Yeah. Our park one's got over, the motor and the transmission is good in it. And the motor's got over 350,000 miles on it.
The parts one?
Mm-hmm. Got a good motor and transmission in it. Motor's got over 350,000.
Yeah, he's already had to take some parts off it and put them on onto the green one, so it's been useful. Someday we'll have something newer, but it'll be a long, long time.
It'll be a while yet. Eventually we'll have to buy something else eventually, because what we got's going to eventually just all go bad and not going to be able to keep it going any longer eventually, but...
Yeah. In Michigan, no vehicle lasts forever.
Oh no.
Unless you lock it up in the garage and never take it out.
Right. Eventually, around here, they just all rot away because of all the salt. Even if you do all the trailer underneath your vehicle all the time, it's still going to eventually rot away.
Yeah. And Gordon says V6 3800 engine, the best motor. Yeah, that's what I had in my my LeSabre. I had two LeSabres from 2001, I think they both were, and they both had that motor in them.
Yeah. 3800, that's a big motor. For a V6, that's a big motor.
Yep, and that's what the Impalas, I mean the LeSabres had in them, because every time we opened up the hood, you could see it there. 3600, great big numbers on top of the engine. Hello, Daniel. We had a work party, so I got off early, so now I can tune in. All right, good. Welcome.
Yeah. Hope you had fun at the work party.
Yeah. It's not a party here, but
No.
we're here. At least the internet is working right this week, so we don't have a problem with it. We tried to go live last week. It just wouldn't do it. Set it all up and everything, and every time I hit go live, it said no.
Sat there.
Yep. And Daniel says, my first car was the infamous GM 3800 V6. It was an 04 Pontiac Grand Prix, fully loaded. Still have it. Loved that car. Such a reliable engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why for the longest time there were those Buick LeSabres from around that time, the 2000, early 2000 stretch. Everywhere, all over the place, all the time. When I had the tan one, which was the most common color they had them in for some reason, every time we would go to Walmart, Meijer, anywhere, there was at least 2 other ones in the parking lot. And for a while I would park mine right next to somebody else's, so that when they came out with their groceries, they'd be all confused on whose car was whose for a second. But now all of a sudden this year I noticed you don't see them anymore. So I guess they all finally fell apart.
You're not seeing quite as many as you were.
Yeah, I don't have... My first one I wrecked in an accident. And then the second one, it rusted all apart. And we had to scrap it because it was just coming all apart.
Yeah.
So it still ran great, but it was coming all apart. But if you check some of our older videos, that car is all over in those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still seeing, a few of them here and there.
Yeah, we saw one last week, but I hadn't seen one in a long, long time before that. And like I said, they used to be like every other car on the road was one of those. Now, not anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's just what Michigan Salt does.
Yep. Rocked out them unibodies like crazy. I've been seeing a lot of full-size trucks where the frames just rot right out of them. Like our neighbor had one not too long ago. I was telling him, you piece of shit, and I was like, oh, I don't think so.
What was it?
A full-size Chevy truck, 4-wheel drive.
Oh, you mean that one over there that was broken in half?
Yeah.
The frame was broken in half. The truck, they're supposed to, okay, here's the cab, here's the back, the box. It's supposed to be like this. It was like this. Mm-hmm. And he asked Don if he wanted to buy it. It's like, you're kidding.
He's like, you know what a weld is? Like, can't weld anything that ain't there.
Yeah.
And that's why I told him too. I said, that's what now I go, just because a person knows how to weld, that goes, doesn't mean that they be spotting up a frame like your vehicle.
Yeah,
there.
once a frame breaks, that's it. That's the end of it. And I had a frame break once on me in a car once. Luckily, I had just made a turn, so I wasn't going very fast. But I turned right. Just as I was getting out there was just this huge bang. I didn't know what it was. I looked in my rearview mirror, and there was a big puff of, it looked like smoke, but turns out it was dust from under the car. And the frame had just broken right off while I was driving. And, it broke the steering column off, it broke the gas line off. The engine was on the ground. The front tires were like this. My dad had to come help me, and he said that I was really lucky that I was not driving 55 down the road, or when that broke like that, I would have either hit somebody head on, or I would have rolled and gone in the ditch. Either way, either me or somebody else too would be dead.
Your A-frame pulled away from your body.
Yeah.
Because that's a unibody system that's underneath the vehicles. Not even a full frame that's under them, it's a unibody.
Yep, and Daniel says, how's the weather up there? Is your snow melting? Very warm down here. It's beautiful. Yeah, it was melting today, but now we have ice warnings because it got dark and now it froze, and now the roads are all slippery. So now wouldn't be a good time to be out driving.
No.
Because once the sun goes away, then it gets cold, everything freezes, and then the roads are like sheets of ice.
Yeah, and then when there's like sheets of ice, don't matter how good tires you got.
Come here, Smokey. Come on. Come on. Don't lay on all that stuff. Come on. Come on. Oh, you big heavy cat. Ugh. There we go. Lay here, not on all that stuff.
Okay, you and your big round eyes.
And Gordon says you can only give me a 1972 ton V8. They're no brains, lol. Yep, a GMC truck, rusting frames, It's now most C channel frame are and be repaired.
Sometimes it can be, depending on how badly rotten out the frame is. You know, that's just where a person just has to make a judgment on the frame, you know, really give the frame a good look over. Is it worth fixing or is it not?
Yeah.
Because I've seen, because this frame on the neighbor's truck next door, the way it was all rotten out and everything, it needed a whole new frame put underneath of that truck for how bad it was. You could have did all the patchwork you wanted on it and you would have never had it right. It was bad. And if he would have threw a plow on that truck, tried plowing with it, it would have sprinkled up like just would have crinkled right up like an organ. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, you can't buy every piece of crap somebody offers you.
No. The only thing that truck would have been good for is to either put another frame under it or somebody to buy it for the motor and transmission and things like that. That frame on that truck was just too far gone.
Yep.
I don't care how good of a welder you were, there was no repairing that frame.
So Buddy doesn't turn 1 until June 1st, but he's already just as big as all the other male cats here. He has more growing to do, so he's going to be a big cat. Right, Buddy? Yep. I'm going to refresh the stream here and see if, because I have it paused. See if you guys can see him sitting there like that. After the ads stop.
Yeah.
They can only see your ear, Smokey. Come here. Come here. Come a little closer. Come here. They can only see your ear. There you go. Sit here.
Like, why? I don't want to be there.
Nope, guess not. And Gordon says Rob's 1995 Z71 truck had a broken frame. We repaired the farm truck's was welded too.
Yeah, if it's just like a single straight down brake, yeah, that's fine. But
I know, but I was told that if you get caught with driving around in a vehicle with the frame welded up like that you can get in trouble because it's not safe. They consider it not safe.
Right. The DOT.
Yeah, or whoever, state police, whoever.
The DOT.
Yeah.
Department of Transportation.
We're really good. Michigan doesn't. We're really lucky. Michigan does not have vehicle inspections, or a lot of us we wouldn't have vehicles because they sure wouldn't pass inspections.
Yeah.
Aw, buddy. Yeah, Buddy's a really friendly boy. Yep, he doesn't want me to quit petting him. It's finally starting to cool off a little bit in here from that, all that stuff in the wood stove he burned up.
Yeah. Paper and cardboard.
Yeah. Buddy. Buddy.
Yeah, even turned down the heaters even while we burning the papers.
Yep.
So like one too long, I'll have to be turning those back up to normal.
Yeah. You can probably turn the fan down off high now.
Oh yeah.
Turn it back to low.
No.
Yeah, it was
No, we
just
keep
way too hot right when we first started the stream.
Yeah, turned on to
It's low. It's on high right now.
high. How high are you?
Not
Well, you
There.
should be.
there. Now, if there was wind blowing on the microphone on the camera, won't be now. Yep, he's over there. Turn that heater back on. We still have to have heaters in here because we can't have no heat at all. He'll be back in a second. Oh, they all gotta go. They all have to follow him and find out what he's doing. Give my water back. I thought they were gonna dump it over, which they could have. What, did you find Colby in bed?
Yep. Found her in bed.
Yeah, she had her treats and then she went to bed.
Yep. She's like, yep, I got high on my catnip treats. Now it's bedtime.
Yep, we buy them those catnip treats. They love those things, but we have to keep them way up on top of the spice cupboard by the ceiling, or they try to break into them.
Oh yeah.
They don't do that with other kinds of treats.
Yep, just those ones.
Yeah, because they go crazy for catnip and they can smell it.
Oh yeah. They love their catnip.
Colby, come here. Come here.
She's like, I don't think so.
Come here, Colby.
Like, no, you already got enough. Yeah. Alright. Time to keep stuff down, right, Cobes?
Well, you did it.
Time to keep stuff down. It took me and her together to do it. Took us both to do it, Tennille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gordon says that that's not true about the frames. Well, I don't know. I was told by state police and stuff that you can't drive around with a broken frame, and I was also told by a mechanic who changed my muffler on that car that the frame broke. He said that the frame was breaking. My dad took it and got it welded. The guy at the mechanic had told me that I better do something about it before it gets impounded and I get in trouble with the state police. So Dad had it welded really good, but apparently there was a break that they didn't see. And then when I was driving, it broke 3 months later. So that's what happened with that. But I was told by a mechanic that you're not supposed to be doing that because it's unsafe driving them around like that. But yeah, good night, Gordon. But that's what Michigan salt does to cars. And it doesn't matter if you power wash underneath them or not. It's going to happen one way or the other. The only way is if you keep it in the garage all winter long and never take it outside when it's snowing or raining. So that's what people do with the classic cars for car shows. And that's the only way you can keep that from happening.
Yeah.
Because salt rusts things. What's the matter? Is your pop gone?
Yeah.
All gone?
No, just what I got in my cup.
Oh.
Got a slow day today.
Yeah, I know. Nothing much happened.
No.
I put all my art stuff away because I lost motivation, so I'll work on more paintings and stuff when I get the motivation back again. I don't always have it.
Yeah?
Yep. But that's alright.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It comes and goes. There's lots of different things I do.
Yeah.
Not just drawing stuff. Painting stuff.
Yeah, there's not even dishes to be washed. Nothing to do.
Nope. I cleaned the table all off today. The bathroom got cleaned. I don't know. Nowhere to go.
No, not really.
Belfry Bet says, which MTV show did you like better? 120 Minutes, Headbangers Ball, or Yo MTV Raps? That would be Headbangers Ball. I didn't like rap. I like 1% of all the rap out there. And I don't know what 120 Minutes is. Never heard of that one. But I do remember Headbangers Ball. That would be more like what I listen to. But that's not all I listen to. I listen to a lot of different things. But I don't like much rap. Only a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
And I also don't like much country. If it's a song that's country that I end up liking, it's more like a country rock crossover. I don't like just country. And I don't like polka at all. Don't even.
Polka.
Yeah, polka is very popular in this area, especially over by Roger City. And I can't stand that stuff. Unless it's in a Weird Al song, and then that's because he's being funny. That's the only way I can handle it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Polka.
Yeah. Belfry Bet says 120 Minutes was an alternative punk show, Sundays at midnight. All right, that makes sense because I watched MTV at my parents' house. You know, I was living at home yet. That's when I watched most of it. And at midnight, everybody was in bed. If I would have gotten up and turned the TV on, my parents would have been pissed. So no, I wasn't up for that one. Ocean Daniel says, what is it called? What is it called? Polka. Never heard of that genre. I'll have to tune in and see how bad it is. Well, it's that crap with the accordions and stuff. I don't know how you've never heard of it or seen it, heard it anywhere. I don't know. But it's they play it in the beer tent at the Nautical Festival all the time in Roger City. And it's spelled like this. So when you look it up, spell it like that. Or you won't get any results. Make sure that L is in there. I mean, maybe you'll love it. I don't know, but it's not my thing. Hey, Clay Banks, how you doing? Daniel says, yes, I seen the L. Okay, yeah, just make sure you have that in there. It's a silent L when you search for it. You can find it anywhere. Probably just right on YouTube. Look up polka, and there's going to be some kind of videos coming up for it. It's yucky.
Yucky.
And Clay says, doing great. Good to see you too. Yeah, we couldn't go live last week because of the internet problems, and then Frontier came and fixed it, so we're able to now. But we did go live on the 3rd in Walmart for like a shopping live stream. and I was not able to schedule that one because weren't sure when we were even going to get to Walmart. So it didn't have as big a return out as normal because nobody was notified ahead of time.
Yeah,
But
it was a Paramount thing.
yeah,
So
like a spontaneous live stream.
yeah.
It's still on the channel if you want to see it. But everybody who was there said they enjoyed it, so I guess we'll do that more often.
It was really cold that day too.
Yeah, that was the day that it was
That was our
minus
coldest,
25 wind chill.
yeah, that was our coldest day of the year so far for for winter.
And Clay says, I hate Walmart, and I did see you guys shopping. Yeah, well, where we live, we don't have a choice. It's either Walmart or go to Tom's Market in town where they have barely anything and everything costs 3 to 4 times more than anywhere else. So as much as other people hate Walmart, I mean, we don't love Walmart, but it's our only option. To go to Meijer is a longer trip because Sheboygan doesn't have one. And there's people that hate Meijer too, so.
Yeah. You know, everybody's got their favorite stores, what they like and what they don't like.
Belfry Bats, is there a shoe store in Onaway, Michigan? Where do you buy shoes?
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. There's hardly anything in Onaway.
Yeah, there's almost nothing in Onaway.
No shoe stores, nothing. We have a Family Dollar, we have a Dollar General, we have Tom's Market, which is a very tiny rip-off grocery store. There's
The sporting goods store.
yeah, which is not name brand. It's just some private things shoved in an old building.
Yeah.
There's a Subway. There's 3 gas stations. There's a bar.
2 bars.
Now there's 2 bars because one opened back up. And
That's pretty much it.
yeah. Clay says walnuts hard to find. Yeah, I didn't know where they were. That was my daughter, Kathy, who told us where they were, because she works at the one in Alpena. But those same walnuts were, how much were they at Tom's Market?
They were 11 something, almost $12 for 1 pound.
Yeah.
It was
And how much
almost
did you pay from Walmart?
about $7.50.
Yeah. And for $7.50 at Tom's Market was this little bag about this big. So we have to go to Walmart unless we want to.
So that
have
just goes
nothing.
to show you the difference between Walmart and our local grocery store. If I just say $12 versus let's say $7.50.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. And Daniel said, yeah, Onaway is very simple, old-fashioned, and rural, so not much at all. Yeah, no.
I feel that
My whole life, because I grew up in this area, every time we needed to go grocery shopping, and my dad did it every Saturday, it was always a drive either to Sheboygan, Petoskey, or Gaylord. He would mix it up so it didn't get boring. Those trips are anywhere from 45 minutes to a little over an hour. And I am completely used to it. Whenever I see somebody go online and say, oh, I don't want to go to such and such a store because it's 15 minutes away. It's a half an hour away. Oh my God, it's so far away. That's our life. That's always been that way.
Yep. Well, that's why when we do our grocery shopping, that's why we do so much of it all in one sitting because of the travel, the commute there and the commute back.
And Belfry Bats says, do the local bars have karaoke where you can sing Mother by Danzig? I don't know. If the only one that might have karaoke would be 211 bar, but maybe not even. Bands don't even go to these bars. These bars are basically, they're there for old men to sit at the bar, get drunk and bitch. That kind of bar. Nothing fun goes on.
I don't know what bar we used to, but this was when it was under different ownership. But since it's under new ownership, I don't know.
I don't know. The only bar that had really good music was the Metropole, and they tore that down. So no more bands in Onaway either. And then Daniel says, yes, trail mix has gone through the roof. I don't eat that stuff, but I can't help but notice when passing by the section of them at the store. Everything's
Yeah.
gone up.
Yeah, everything is.
Everything.
Like a 60 count of eggs. Practically $20 out the door anymore.
Yeah, it used to be $5.97.
Yeah, it used to be like $6.
Yeah, before the pandemic.
Yeah. For a box of 60 count, yeah. Nowadays it's almost $20 out the door.
And no, I don't want to sing Mother by Danzig. They have played that song so much. I'm so tired of it. Is that the only song that guy has? I mean, I know that he has more, but the radio stations don't have a copy of any of his other songs. It's just that song.
Yeah.
That's why I thought Danzig was a one-hit wonder. But I looked it up and it says he's not. But he only has one song. So.
Well, if
seems
you
like
only
a
got
one-hit
one
wonder to
song,
me.
if you only got one song and only one song, then that would make you a one-hit wonder.
I mean, I know there are other songs he has, but the radio stations won't play them.
Maybe they got issues. Maybe that's the only one they like.
Yeah, I guess that's the only song that he wrote that anybody likes.
I don't know. But there are only.
I mean,
but there are,
there's nothing wrong with the song. It's just every time you turn around, Rock 105 is playing it again, and again, and again, and again.
Yeah.
Clay Banks says, you get the John Deere snowblower belt fixed this year. Nah, he's not even going to mess with that. It's rotten beside the shed. He's not going to do anything with that.
It rides, that's my business.
Yeah, he bought the belt and everything, never touched it. And then he used, what did you use, the car or something to shove it next to the shed?
No. It was right there, you seen it. The riding lawnmower.
Oh yeah, he used the riding lawnmower to pull it behind the shed, and that's where it's going to rot. So that's the end of that thing.
That's right, because it's John Deere. Keep it just his name.
Yeah, but what's the point if you're just going to let it rot there?
But even if I do fix it, how long is it really going to last with the way that rear end is in that thing?
And Clay says, what are you snowblowing with then? A little tiny push snowblower that he got from his brother-in-law. Little tiny little thing that just goes buzzing along the driveway.
Yeah?
Yep.
We'll walk behind.
I mean, I think it's a shame that he's going to let that rot away there, but...
But how long is that rear end really going to last? So was given these two when I was using it all here before?
How long is what going to last?
Rear end. You know that's got a bad rear end in it. Your mom told you had a bad rear end in it.
Yeah. Yeah, the John Deere tractor has a bad rear end in it.
And that's why they were getting rid of it.
Yeah, my parents gave it to us for free, so I don't know what it would take to fix the bad rear end, whatever's going on, but
even if I did get the oil belt on there, how long is it going to really last?
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened to that thing.
The motor runs really good in it though. It just basically needs to be gone through and seriously freshened up. Needs to have some money sunk into it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get rid of it because it's John Deere, you know. And I figured if I can get another one where I can take two of them, put them together, make one good one. That's what I was figuring. Even if the rear end does really blow up in this one. So what? Just hang on to it until we get another one.
Yeah.
Or he's got something else that's wrong with it, and then we combine two of them together, then you got one good one.
Yeah, just like you want to keep that Trailblazer sitting in the backyard.
Yep, that's right.
But Clay says, got a good engine in it. It does.
Yeah, got a good engine in it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what it is with men wanting to collect junk.
Well, I don't know what it is about women wanting to get rid of everything either.
Well, you don't need a bunch of junk cars sitting in the yard.
Well, then I guess you guys have been riding you to get rid of the Impala then too, right?
No, the Impala is
Yeah.
a parts car. Everything else out there is junk.
Yeah, I'm gonna start riding you like you do me. You're painting your rear end like you're mine. Yeah.
Clay says junk is good.
That's right.
If you ever put any of it to
Junk
use.
is. Well, you put it to use when it comes time.
Like, what are you gonna do with that trailblazer that's no good for anything?
What are you gonna do about your lip?
No,
Besides overworking it.
I am asking you an honest question. What do you plan on doing with that paperweight trailblazer?
I'm gonna stuff it up my back door and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Okay then. Clay says, he who dies with the most junk wins. Apparently.
Hell yeah, I agree.
Apparently around here.
I agree. I paid my dues to have all the junk I want around here.
Hello, Lisa Harvey. How are you doing? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's the train clock going off. We have a bird clock over there that chirps a different bird every hour, and then we have a train clock up there that has different train sounds every hour.
Philadelphia team like you.
Yeah. Belfry Bats. I have a whole shed full of vintage toys still in their original packages. But that's different. That's not an old junk vehicle sitting in the yard that you can't, that has no hope. That's totally different.
Maybe I should put you out in the yard.
And Clay says, by the way, I do see ads now on your videos. Yeah, I don't know why you didn't before. That didn't make any sense. We've been monetized since December 8th. With the ads since December 8th. So that was a little weird. And Lisa says, sounds good. And Daniel said, I thought that was the police monitor. Nope, that one is the train clock. The other thing that you heard earlier that sounded like Morse code, that was the police scanner. We have a lot of things around here that make noise.
I got a noise box. Anybody want it?
Who, me?
Yep.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, Clay's laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, you always hear these women always say, boy, my little man's an angel. Or these men say, oh, my wife's an angel. Well, when you hear a man say, oh, my wife's an angel, it makes me want to say, boy, you're lucky. My wife's still alive.
You ripped that off from a movie. I forgot what movie.
No, it wasn't a movie. It was a comedy. Think about it.
What do you mean a comedy?
Yeah, comedy.
Was it a movie?
It's stand-up comedy.
Oh, well, who was it?
It was, I can't remember his name, but he does, like, hot meds and shit.
Oh, that Jeff Dunham jerk? Jeez.
Yeah. What was his joke?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Walter said that, yeah.
Walter.
Okay, yeah. That guy's not very nice, though.
Yeah, Walter's awesome.
No, the Jeff Dunham guy.
Oh, he's funny.
I know, but if you dig through what he says and stuff, it's all really racist and sexist.
Yeah, well, a lot of stand-ups are.
Well, Lisa says, is it cold over there? Nah. Right before we started the live stream, it was 36. And earlier, it was warmer than that. The snow's been melting all day.
Yeah, it was about 40 degrees today.
Yeah, but now it's freezing out there because it got dark. So we have ice warnings for slippery roads. Clay says 65 here today. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be a long time before we see that again.
Yeah. We're in what's supposed to be considered the coldest part of winter.
Yeah, February.
And it's really hasn't been that cold.
No, Thursday the 3rd, we had minus 25 wind chills.
Not
and that was like the only cold day we've had this winter. Truly, truly cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was our coldest day all winter long so far.
Yep. But that's all right, because those cold days like that are not fun either. That's too far in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, anywho.
Yep. Not too exciting around here or anything like that.
No, I know when I went out and emptied out the compost bucket out in the garden earlier today, I know my feet got pretty wet.
Yeah, it's what, it was all sloppy wet out there.
Yeah, it was all, the snow was all.
Yeah, and the ice kept falling off the roof all day long. Big crashes, scaring the cats.
Yeah.
Clay says, "How's your mom doing now?" She's fine.
Yes, you've been doing
She
really good.
she went through the chemo. She had the double mastectomy. The doctor said everything worked perfectly fine, and he does not expect her cancer to come back. So, that's good.
Yeah. He's got her coming in a little more frequently, just keep an eye on her at first, but that's normal. They do that with every patient, so.
But now that all that's over with, everything's back to normal for her.
Yeah, other than that, yeah, she's definitely got some real health.
Yeah, that
awesome
is definitely great.
That was awesome to hear.
Yeah. The same thing happened to her sister, my aunt. She survived it all and was fine too, so. That's good.
Yeah, so far so good. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know what else there is to talk about.
Same here. Well, yeah, the light on the top 15 burned up.
Yeah.
Made the whole house stink.
Yeah. Clay says, "You still have trail cams out there?" No, we didn't put them out this year because.
Not putting them out.
Yeah. His brother Dan was doing a whole bunch of work over there on the other property where we were always putting the trail cams. So we didn't do it this last summer or fall or anything because we didn't really want to get in his way. He had everything all torn up with backhoes and all that stuff back in there. So
yeah, you've been trying to get that property all cleaned up.
Yeah, so we didn't put them out there. Plus, I don't like how when we did put it out there, we don't know who it was. But somebody kept coming and opening it up and shutting it off. There was every time we would go there and get the clips off it from the SD card onto my laptop, there was always a clip of somebody, because it was on a tree, reaching around like this so they wouldn't be seen, opening it and turning it off. And then apparently they'd turn it back on. But we don't know who did it. We don't know if it was a trespasser or what it was. So I kind of don't like my stuff to get messed with. Especially being so sneaky. I mean, you can't just walk up to it and shut it off. You gotta hide behind the tree and sneak your arm around.
Yeah,
that seems like a trespasser.
And when we did have it out before, Dan, no, it wasn't Dan, because you just walked right out in front of it. He even bared his ass to it once.
Yeah, it wasn't his brother.
It wasn't Dan, wasn't Rose, wasn't Dave.
So there could have been somebody trespassing and not wanting to get caught, so they shut our trail cam off and then turned it back on when they came back through.
Right.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
But Clay also wants to know if you ever got that big machine thing finished.
Nope, that because we had issues with trying to get a hold of paint. But now we got a hold of paint, and that didn't come in until too late. So
yeah, the machine is kept outside, so he can't paint it out in the snow.
Yeah, so now gotta wait until next
spring. Not next spring, this spring.
But
this upcoming spring, yes.
Next spring. Yeah, this upcoming spring. So.
Yeah, when the weather is dry.
Dry and warm. So.
Yeah, it's not good to paint out in the snow.
Yeah, the machine's not really that far off from being done. I think it only needs like 3 more hydraulic hoses, finished being painted, and switch for the heating elements for the motor on it, because it's a diesel motor.
Yep.
For heating up the heating elements for when you go to start it.
Yeah. His brother will let him know when it's time to go back and work on it some more.
Yep, and I'll go over and help him out with it.
Yep.
But, yeah. It's got brand new tires on it and everything now.
Yep, his brother's trying to fix it all up so he can sell it.
Yep. As soon as it's finished, it's going up for sale.
Yep.
They have all kinds of hydraulic lines on it, brand new tires, new paint job.
Yeah. And he went all the way with his brother. Him and his brother in 2016 drove all the way to Colorado to get that thing, to buy that thing. And then they ended up not using it much. But there is a video, it's called The Epic Colorado Road Trip, which is a stupid title, but that was from an older video when I wasn't good at doing titles. But if you want to look that video up and watch it, that is the trip of them going to get that thing and loading it up on the trailer and stuff and bringing it back.
Well, you can bury water lines with it up to 5 foot deep.
Yeah. Clay says, do you guys do any ice fishing?
I'm sure they would like to.
Yeah, I've never been ice fishing. He has, but we just end up not doing it.
I just haven't been out and done it in years.
You don't have any ice fishing stuff, do you?
Well, we just bait brain fart. We just need some ice fishing poles, because our big poles are just too big, and then just make a spud.
Well, what about some kind of shanty, or do we have to sit out on the ice and freeze?
Well, we don't got no shanty.
In the wind.
It's basically, right now, the way that stands is basically sit out on the ice and freeze.
Well,
we don't got no shanty.
They make tent ones. I'm sure we could get one from Dunham's. It's like a tent. I used to know some guy in Alpena who had one, and it was like a tent.
Yeah, it's probably a little more than what we got to spend right now.
We're not going to do it right now, but in the future.
Yeah.
Better than just sitting out there on the ice with the wind hitting you and nothing.
Yeah, because we have plenty of ice fishing tackle and stuff, and jigs and all that.
Yeah.
We just don't got the fishing poles or anything like that.
And this year, the ice hasn't gotten thick enough.
I noticed on Tower Pond people starting to put out ice fishing shanties, but they got them pretty close to the edges though.
Yeah, because just 2 days ago, I guess it was on the news that a snowmobile went through the ice, so the ice isn't thick enough this year. Not yet, anyway.
Well, not thick enough for me to feel safe out on it right now.
Yeah, it's not a good year for the ice. Spotted leaf. Come here.
I'm real peculiar about going out on the ice because I got fear of going through.
Well, obviously, if you go through, you're gonna come out. You're gonna end up under the ice and not be able to get out.
Not in all cases you're gonna end up under the ice. It's just when you know you're going through, automatically stick your arms out like this, automatically. That helps keep you from going all the way through. When you're always falling through the ice, that's the first thing you always do is stick your arms straight out.
Hey, Katie Wood, how are you doing? Yep, all is well. Nothing too exciting going on, but nothing's wrong.
Right.
And then Clay says it doesn't get as cold as it used to. We used to drive on the ice by January. Yeah, it definitely doesn't get as cold as it used to. And they're not going to have an ice bridge from Mackinac Island to St. Ignace this year either. It didn't get cold enough.
Right.
But they don't get the ice bridge there every year.
No. They're lucky if they get it.
Yeah. This isn't the first time I've seen them not get it.
Yeah, same here.
And it only lasts a month when they do get it, so it doesn't. They can't use it for long.
No.
Katie says it was 40 and sunny in the UP. Snow was melting. Yeah, same here today.
Yeah.
But we do have warnings for slippery roads because now that it's dark, all that water froze and now the roads are slippery.
Yeah.
Spotted leaf.
flop.
Yep.
They come here, I'm gonna flop over, give me my belly rubbings. So give me my belly rubbings.
Yep, that's all she ever wants is her belly rubbed. Some cats hate that, but she can't get enough of it.
And you don't try to tear you up or nothing when you do it.
Nope, she asks for it.
Yeah,
If you stop, she's not happy with you.
yeah, but some cats, they'll let you start rubbing their belly and then all of a sudden they're all claws and teeth.
Nope.
And she don't do that.
Nope, you can rub her belly on and on and on, and she's happy as hell.
Yeah, she just her and rolls around and wants you to keep on going. She don't bite you a claw or nothing over it. A lot of cats, they teeth and claws.
Yep. Buddy likes it too, though. Buddy will let you do it on and on and on, too.
Yeah.
White Storm, no, he doesn't want his belly messed with, and neither does Smokey, really.
No.
And Colby, she doesn't give you much of a chance to even try, because she'd rather just run and play.
Yep. Yeah, Colby, she'll let you reach down and pet her and stuff, but she's not much on wanting to be held or anything.
Yeah. Katie says, my sugar bear loves her belly rubbed. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one thing is, you got to get him used to it as a little kitten. And we didn't have Spotted Leaf as a kitten. We knew her because she lived at his brother's house. But we have a feeling somebody there must have rubbed her belly a lot because she's used to it now. We didn't get her until she was 3. And she's going to be 5. Her and Smokey are both going to be 5 in March. They were born in the same place, 2 days apart. And they're almost like adopted siblings because Spotted Leaf's mother would not feed her kittens. So Smokey's mother fed all the kittens.
Yeah, but her one with her and Flips another with her.
Yep. She is cute. And her belly's real soft.
Yep,
She's a good girl.
But yeah, Spotted Leaf's. But yeah, the one cat adopted the other litter.
Yeah,
The
so
one mom did.
it would have been bad news if there was not another cat nursing at the same time.
Yeah, because the other litter would have never made it.
Yeah.
Not for as young as they were.
Nope. So it's a good thing that somebody stepped up and fed the poor kitties.
Yeah.
Clay says, Steelhead running pretty soon. You going for them this year?
I never have gone for the steelhead, but steelhead are good eating though.
Where would you find those? Like Akiak?
Like the Akiak River or the Sheboygan River.
Just like the salmon?
Just like the salmon.
Oh, okay.
Just like the salmon.
Yeah.
Mm.
We can't catch any salmon either.
Yeah, just go fishing for them like you would the salmon. The rainbow trouts.
Clay says they are the toughest to catch.
Yeah, they are tough to catch.
Yeah.
I remember the last year that salmon was in the river was really good. Couldn't keep your line in the water. They was snagging themselves, follow hooking themselves so crazy. It was unreal. It was in the river so thick that year, you could have almost walked across the tops of the back of the fish all the way from one side of the river to the other.
But now, ever since we've been together, we can't catch any salmon either.
Yeah.
Clay says steelies are hard.
Yeah. Well, I know you caught that one steely out of the, well, was a little undersized for it to be considered a steely, but that one rainbow that you caught that one year when we was out salmon fishing, that rainbow trout, was a little undersized for it to be labeled as a steely.
And Clay
But it
says
wasn't far off.
Clay says used to bow fish for them when I was a kid.
I don't think you can do that around here.
Yeah, but he was a kid.
Yeah.
Kids don't even have to have fishing licenses.
Not as a kid, no.
So it sounds like to me kids can do whatever they want.
Oh, they still got to follow rules, but I'm not sure what the rules were back then. But hell, I remember hearing that story about they used to be able to snag them legally, and then they changed that rule where you weren't allowed to do it anymore.
Yeah.
not allowed to spear them unless you got your Indian card.
You mean Native
Your
American
Native,
card.
your Native American card, yeah.
And Clay says, when do the smelt run?
In the springtime. I'm not I haven't never really gone for them. I'm not really sure what time in the spring. I never really gone for them. I always hear everybody bitching about how hard it is to find them anymore.
Yep. I know I don't see them in the stores anymore. I used to as a kid. I see the 211 bar has smelt, but that might be the only place to get them.
Yeah, I know. I hear a lot of stories around here about people complaining about not being able to find any, or if they do, it's just very little. And then the downfall about it is that around here, the DNR has got it down to where that one person not allowed to isn't allowed to harvest no more than 2 gallons a day.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was a kid seeing people bringing home buckets upon buckets of them.
Yeah. Clay says we used to catch them by the bagfuls in the 80s.
Yeah, we allowed them. Nowadays, it's not allowed no more. Person ain't allowed no more than 2 gallons. At least not around here.
Yeah.
I can't say what the rules and regulations are for other states, but
He lives here in Michigan, I'm pretty sure.
I know here in Michigan it's 2 gallons all a person's allowed a day.
Yeah. So demanding. Katie Wood says March 1st is the start, I believe.
I know it's sometime in the early spring, but like I said, I really wasn't sure because I never really went for them.
Yeah.
And then when I have dealt with cleaning them, it's because somebody else was like, well, can you help me? So whenever I would clean them, it was always somebody else's fish.
Yeah.
So sitting there like all day long, pair of scissors cleaning smelt, one bucket after another, 5-gallon buckets just full of them.
Yeah.
But that was back when we was pretty young too.
I guess they're not like that anymore.
Yeah. Because I went one time trying to go smelt dipping with my Aunt Kathy and her husband, and we didn't find nothing that night. And that was my first time and only time I ever going out trying to smelt dip. And didn't see a single one.
Clay says, yeah, it would take a whole day to clean them.
Yeah.
Boy, are you demanding.
Yeah, I just remember that when I helped them out, cleaning fish. I forgot how many buckets they had, but it was a pretty big number. And I know I ended up cleaning about 1.5 buckets worth of fish myself with smelt that day. Sat there with a pair of scissors, cut that off, put it down the belly, and scoop out the guts.
Yeah.
And then the fins I just left on because well, small are they're crunchy.
Yeah. You don't have to do much for cleaning them. Just get rid of the guts and the head, right?
Yeah, just set there with a pair of scissors, cut the head off, split down the belly, scoop out the guts, and there you go.
Yep.
And then one that you just clean, just toss it into a bucket of clean water.
Clay says fried is best. Yeah.
Yep.
I've never had them any other way. I
Same
can't even imagine them any other way.
Yep, same here. Pan fried.
With breading and.
Yep, and just up there and mow them right down, bone and all.
Yep.
Because the bone's so small, you don't even hardly know they're there.
Hello, Frank White. How are you doing? He says, hello, happy Taco Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have tacos. We had pasta.
Yeah, tacos do sound good, though.
Clay says with ketchup. Nah, I liked them with tartar sauce. And Daniel says tacos sound so good right now.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. We didn't have tacos. I always forget about the Taco Tuesday thing until Tuesday's over.
Yep, same here. Same here.
Frank says, great, how are you guys doing? We're doing good.
We're not doing too bad.
Yep.
Woke up this morning, so that's a good thing.
Oh boy, don't start saying that now. That's what all the old men used to say when I was running the cash register at Dollar General.
I woke up this morning.
Yeah. But yeah, there's nothing horribly exciting going on because it's winter time, but all right, good night, Clay. Have a good night. We do have a video coming up tomorrow that I'm going to start uploading when we're done with this live stream because I can't do both at once.
Yeah, last time I was down at the Blackberry Party store, paying for our stuff, getting ready to leave. Some kid walked in, and he was like, "Oh man, I see my picture." And I was like, well, and I looked up, and seen his picture. I go, "Well, what size was your fish?" And it was a nice big yellow perch, 17.5 inches.
Huh.
And I forgot what he said the weight of it was, but it was pretty impressive.
Frank says, how's the weather there? Today it was warm. It was like 40, and it was 36 right before we started this live stream.
Yeah.
The snow was melting like crazy. But now we have ice warnings because it got cold, it got dark, and it got cold, and now everything's frozen out there, so the roads are slippery.
Yeah, I know they had our road out here salted, or not salted, but sanded pretty good.
Yeah.
They had a pretty good layer of sand down.
Yep. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen tomorrow. I was too busy editing this video to pay attention to the news earlier for the weather forecast, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out when the 11 o'clock news comes on.
Yeah. And if we don't, we'll find out when tomorrow comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it hasn't been very cold.
No, it was warm today for sure.
Yeah, on the 3rd we had minus 25 wind chills, but that was the coldest day of the winter so far, and it warmed right up the next day.
Yeah. It didn't last long, that's for sure.
No. Belfry Bats, do you guys play cribbage or maybe euchre?
I don't know how to play cribbage.
No, I don't know how to play either of those. And then Frank says, basically same here in Highland, Michigan. Yeah. It hasn't been a very bad winter. It's been really mild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know how to play poker. I know how to play, Go Fish. I don't know. I don't play much. We don't play many games. We know how to play checkers. And we have some games back there that, like I bought, well, I didn't buy it, somebody got it for me for Christmas. Cards with friends or whatever. But you need like 4 to 6 people to play. So we've never played it, even though we've had it since Christmas 2015. Because we never get enough people to play it. And then we have Exploding Kittens and something about unicorns. And we tried playing both of them, and they're really, really hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have Uno. We know how to play Uno.
What about Rummy? I know how to play Rummy.
I don't know how to play that.
You don't?
I know how to play Solitaire. Punk Skunk says, we are taking a Mahjong class, pretty tricky. Now, I know how to play Mahjong, like, on the computer or on the phone, like a game app. But I've never actually physically played Mahjong, like, on the table in front of me. So I don't know how different that would be. Without the computer or the app telling me when I'm right or wrong. So
Alright.
I think playing it for real would be different. Would be more challenging. What's wrong, Spotted Leaf? Punk Skunk says it's way different with the actual game and tiles. Yeah, I would figure it would be. Because you don't have some kind of computer system telling you if you're doing it right or wrong. You got to figure that out yourself. But I wouldn't mind having it, having a set and trying it out sometime.
Yeah.
It might be fun to do it the real way, the right way. You don't even know how to play that, do you?
Mm.
Well,
Nope.
I've never showed it to you. It's a matching game. But if you don't have things matched right, and then you can't. It won't make a match, and you can't do it.
Yeah. Wouldn't hurt to have some board games, that's for sure.
Well, we have checkers. We have great big checkers. We have Pokemon Monopoly, but I can't find it. I know it's here, but I can't find it. So, I don't know what happened to that, but it's here. I know it's here.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have chess either. We don't know. I don't know how to play that.
I would have to freshen my memory up on how some of the pieces move, because it's been a long time since I played it, because so little people know how to play it that I forgot how some of the pieces move.
Yeah.
It's surprising how many people that don't know how to play that one.
Yep.
I would just have to, freshen my memory up on the movement of some of the pieces.
You're crazy. You crazy kitty. Crazy kitty. Yep. That's all she wants. Petted, 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 petted.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's always belly rubbings that she prefers the most. Yeah. What a slow day. But leave.
And Frank says, "Hey Don, we could use some basic welding videos."
Some basic welding videos?
Yeah. You'd probably have to do something like that at your brother's, though, where all the good equipment is, right?
Probably.
Because he's got you got a little mini baby welder here or
It's
something?
it's just a little stick welder, and I'm running a slightly bigger rod than what that welder really requires too. A little hard to strike up your arc at first, but once you got it, then you can actually hold it.
Yeah.
But that little stick welder is kind of hard to do that with.
His brother has a workshop with all kinds of nice stuff in it.
Oh yeah, water table cutters and
Plasma cutters.
Plasma cutters, 20-ton press, all kinds of goodies. MIG welders, TIG welders, stick welders. If you can't do anything with steel in that shop and build something, you don't belong in a shop.
So Frank says, I think a small stick welder demo would be fun.
Well, that would be great for doing like small metal arts and crafts, like metal art. Because that little welder is great for small jobs and stuff, but like if you want to do metal art or something like that, that'd be a great welder to use for something like that.
Something for starters, I think.
Well, then I could show some stuff where it'd be great for starters, if you're just wanting to learn some of the simple basic stuff.
Goofy cat.
If I had the money, I'd just go and set up classes and get my welder certificates and shit, but...
And Frank said you could sell metal art on merch store.
Yeah.
Well, it would have to be through my Etsy shop, because the merch store I have doesn't work like that. You can't put your own actual stuff on there. You can use a design, and then they will put it on items for you, and they take a percentage.
Well, I can show.
But Etsy, that's where the stuff that we actually make.
Well, I can show one piece of metal art that I made.
We'll go get it.
That haven't shown.
But yeah,
For
it
the
would
ones
be.
I haven't seen it yet, anyway.
It would be the Etsy shop where that stuff would go. And there is a link to that in the description, but there's nothing in there right now.
And this is for for the ones that haven't seen this yet, anyway. But yeah.
And that was with the plasma cutter, right?
Yeah, that was with the water table plasma cutter. Yeah.
Frank says, "Okay, got it. Thanks. Didn't know how Etsy works." Yeah, Etsy is the one for actual physical stuff that people make with their hands. And then the merch store is a little bit different. Oh, he's going to bring all the stuff out now. Oh, Spotted Leaf, you don't want that. This thing is really heavy. Frank says that is beautiful. How much? You want to keep this though, don't you?
That was made for me.
Yeah, he wants this. He's not going to sell that thing.
Well, I could get more of those made up though.
Yeah, and he's got all these throwing stars. This one is actually sharpened.
Yeah, this one here is actually sharpened to actually be used.
These are
Those
not.
were never sharpened to be used, but those needed just to be sharpened.
Yeah.
And then there's all this.
Yeah, all these throwing knives.
There's this one here that needs to be sharpened. Bigger one needs to be sharpened. And this one here is sharpened. And, well, that wouldn't be very fun to stick somebody with.
Don't you throw it like this? You go like this.
Yeah.
Not like this.
Yeah, you
go
throw
like
it from the tip.
this.
Yep. But then there's more of these
This
here.
this isn't that sharp. See?
No, just the tip is sharp.
Yeah, I just poked. Yeah, I just poked myself with it. The tip is sharp.
And then this here, I just goof off.
Oh, what about those goofy, gigantic meat cleavers?
They're wherever. I'm not sure where those are at right now.
He made great big, huge meat cleavers too. Maybe they're out in the shed.
I know there's one in the Trailblazer. I think there's some out in the shed. There we go. So
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll probably get more stuff like this stuff made up. My brother does sell knife making kits.
Yeah, well, his brother sells trenching spades too. Like, that's his business. He lives off that.
Yeah.
Made out of these really thick, this really thick steel stuff.
And
all this stuff is made out of scraps from those trenching spades.
And I think Dan will make the throwing stars and sell those.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
Frank says, "Wow, you could do a whole series just on the knives. You are gifted." Did you hear me? Don?
What?
Did you hear me?
Do a whole series of just on the throwing knives?
Yeah, he says you are gifted.
Oh, that was all done on the water table. On the water table plasma cutter.
Yeah.
Even the lady was. Yeah, and this was all done up out of scrap metal around the shop. And Uncle Fred's homemade knife kit you can do yourself. That can be ordered. Uncle Fred's knife kit.
Yep, it's got turnaround. It's got everything in there you need. He's got a couple of those here, but his brother sells those.
Yeah. These can be bought off the internet. It's a whole kit to make your own homemade knife. The piece of steel that you need with holes in it, and it's already hardened steel to begin with. Some wooden plate pieces for doing your handle, 2 of those. There's the second piece of wood. And then you get some pins for putting your handles on, your wooden handles on.
Yep. And where is he selling those? On Amazon?
I think they might be on Amazon, I'm not 100% sure, but you should just be able to look up Uncle Fred's Good Old Boy knife kit.
Yeah.
Uncle Fred's Good Old Boy knife kits.
Here, I'm going to type it out for anybody who wants to know what to look up.
And he's got a bunch of these already pre-made, ready to go. So if people order them, it won't take them long to have them shipped out.
Yeah.
Because he's got a lot of these already pre-packaged and ready to go. I just grabbed myself a couple of these just to put up on the sidelines, just to have for souvenirs.
There. Yeah, just type that into Google and it should come up. If anybody's interested or if they just want to look at it or whatever.
Right.
It comes up.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't want to make a knife out of it. I just wanted just to have one of these just for like this, just to put away.
Well, you got 2 of those though.
Yep, I know.
So why don't you make a knife out of the other one?
I could.
And then save that one.
I'd make a good knife.
Yeah.
And then I could always get a hunk of leather and make my own nice knife case for it too.
Yeah. White Storm. Why are you on the counter? Come here. Come on. Oh.
But yeah, I never worked with steel all the way up until started doing that stuff with Dan about the crunching spades and stuff.
Yep.
That's when I got into starting to work with steel and stuff.
Yep. He's got a YouTube channel for those trenching spades. Wilton thin line trenching spade.
Yeah. There's videos on there of me and Dan.
Yeah. And that's his brother's business, and he's doing good.
Yeah, you're doing good. Good enough to where him and one of my older brothers are doing it. Other workers, other people on top of them, so.
Yep.
That business is employing a few different people, so.
Yep.
And then they go work right from home, sitting there right in front of the computer.
Yep.
That's all you gotta do.
Yep.
Because gotta have somebody dealing with the customers and running the computer and pushing sales, and gotta have an office secretary doing something.
Yep.
So Dan does all the office work stuff and everything on the computer, talking with the customers and stuff, and then everybody else does all the other work.
Yep. Frank says, next time you make a knife, can you vlog it?
I probably could.
Yep.
I probably could.
I've got your phone all set up. If you're not home, if you're at your brother's doing it or something, I've got your phone camera all set up for 1080p 60 so you can film on your phone too.
Yeah.
Even though it's an older phone, it's still alright.
Yeah. Yeah, next time I work on a knife, I make one. I can do it. But that one knife I got here, that was one that other people started making and never quite fully finished it. So it's just that piece there was just a little bit of everybody working on it.
Yeah, and Daniel says, "Uh-oh, we've got a cat peeking in the sink, buddy." Oh, he loves the sink. He loves water.
Oh yeah.
He probably wants us to turn on the water because he'll get right in there.
Yeah, you'll get right in the sink with the running water. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a weird cat. He'll do it there. He does it in the bathroom. He tries to get in the shower with us. We don't know why he loves water so much.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll get right in the shower with you.
He's supposed to be a cat.
Yeah, he's a water-loving kitty. He loves the crap out of water.
Yep.
Yeah, because you'll be in there taking a shower, and next thing you know, you got a peeping Tom in that, peeping around the corner of the shower curtain at you.
Yeah, and Daniel says, at least you'll never have to worry about bathing him. LOL. Yeah.
Yeah, out of the cats that we got, so far he was the easiest one to give a bath to. So
yeah, because when he got here, he did need a bath, and Don said he just sat there.
Yeah,
he didn't fight at all.
Yeah, he just sat there and let me give him a flea bath.
Yeah, because where he came from, he had fleas, but we have special shampoo that takes care of that instantly. So he doesn't have fleas now.
No. Flat leaf, come on.
Oh,
come
don't.
on. Flat leaf, come on. If I would have just taken her away here, she would have just walked around another part of the table and climbed up anyway.
Yeah.
That's why she does it. I tried pulling that move before, and it don't work.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, here they all come. Yeah. Yeah, you missed it earlier. We gave them treats on the table. They all came then. Almost. Except she didn't come because she doesn't like to. She likes to get her treats separate from everybody else. And Smokey waited too long. The treats were all gone by the time he jumped up here.
Yeah.
But that was okay because they had gotten treats about an hour and a half earlier anyway, so nobody really went without treats.
No.
But what do you say? It's been almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
I guess we could go ahead and wrap this up because I still have to get the vlog uploading. The cats need their dinner.
Yeah, their wet food, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And don't forget to add their stuff that you got.
Yeah, we've got vitamins that go in their food.
Yeah, their vitamins that go in their food, yeah.
Yep.
Because you forgot to do that to them this morning.
Yeah.
The vitamins.
Well, they only need that once a day anyway.
So, yeah.
But yep, thank you to everybody who came.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll go live again next Tuesday. There will be another shopping live stream on the 3rd for sure, the next 3rd. But we might go to Walmart one more time this month, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If we do, we could pop on live again. People really seem to like that.
Yeah, not 100% sure if we will or not, but there is a couple more things that we needed and didn't get.
Yeah.
So maybe if we go up there or not. Hard to say right now at this point.
Katie and Daniel both say goodnight. But yep. Go ahead and say goodnight.
Go ahead and say good morning.
And now I've got to go all the way around and turn it off.
Ooh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ooh. That's what it means. It means what it sounds like.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.